Okay, this is my second video. I just ended the other one. I'm at a stop sign. I decided to start a new one, just not because I have anything to say, but just because I don't know why. No reason. No reason other than it just seems to be the thing I do. So right now I'm at a stop sign. Crown Valley and Marguerite in Mission Viejo. You know, Mission Viejo recently was named like one of the wealthiest cities or something or other. Not just based upon like income, but based upon like home equity and debt and how much debt you have available versus how much debt you have. I don't know, something like a whole bunch of different factors. It's weird. It's a nice suburb, but it's very, to me, middle-class suburban. I mean, it's not like Bel Air, you know what I mean? It's just tract homes. It's nicely landscaped, you know. It's very suburban momish. You know, soccer mom, baseball's huge, like ruthless. They got the nadadores here, that's the swimming, diving, you know, kind of thing. Lots of Olympians train to be swimmer divers. So you got, okay, so you do have the hardcore pushing your kids to overachieve thing going on. My kid, yeah, he was first semester in high school did really well. Second semester, a freshman year didn't his illnesses and migraines and depression and anxiety just sort of fed each other. And once he'd get ill, he'd fall behind because he was in honors and AP class. Well, one AP and then everything else honors, and biology I guess was regular. Anyway, it just sort of grew and grew and grew and grew. And so now in his sophomore year, I have him going to a school where he gets one-on-one attention for an hour a day and then does his work independently. So it's each day he has an hour of class. He's going to be doing a little bit more once we can find a second class, because he has to make up a class from freshman year. We might have to make up another. I don't know. We'll see. He definitely has to make up the second semester of English honors freshman year. Alrighty. He's doing better though, so that's good. So it's interesting. I kind of let my son go through the process, and my parents I'm being a little bit more forceful with in terms of intervening. There's a difference between what happens to my son and what happened to my parents. My son wasn't aggressive with staff. My mother's secondary to mental illness and stroke, which both are brain disorders. So you have one mental illness pre-existing, and then you have a stroke which affects the frontal lobe and the left lobe, compromising her ability to, or disseminating her ability to speak, and compromising her impulse control, so making it even more difficult for her to deal with just anything. It's just tough. She has it tough. She can't speak. She was very verbal. She was a debate team captain in college. She's, Ms. Words with Friends, champion, and really amazing crossword puzzle person. We didn't even like playing Scrabble with her because she'd always just blow us away. One of those people who, if you threw numbers at her, she could do the mental math in her head. It was just like, we were just, okay, no, not able to do it. And my dad was an engineer. My sister and I were pretty good at math. We were all good. We were math geeks. Geeks, yes. Anyway, she's just got that one of those minds, just a steel trap. So she still has her mind, but she can't speak, and she's a verbal person, so it's just so tough. So tough. I know I kind of left a string there about my husband. What's this? Son. I don't know what I'd do without my husband now that I mentioned him. I'm just free association here. So you get a little into my thought process, how I go from one topic to another, how they're all connected. Anyway, my husband, I just really don't know what I'd do without him. Maybe I'd be able to make it, but no. No. You know, when I fell apart when I was 30, I had been on my own, living on my own as a single woman. I both lived with boyfriends, a couple of boyfriends, and I had lived by myself and supported myself. But when I had my breakdown at 30 and kept on trying to get up by my bootstraps and, like take medication and, go take, like it was the first time I turned to medication in addition to psychotherapy. I kept on trying to and I kept on falling down, like falling asleep driving, not able to read, things that really interfered with my ability to work, not being able to read was something, not being able to hold letters together to form a word, words together to form a sentence. Brain not functioning, not able to make it work. I ended up moving in with my parents briefly, and then got a job as a temp file clerk after I'd been a psychotherapist, a licensed psychotherapist. Now I was temp file clerk, and then went on to worked for Cushman